Hi, I'm Dr. V. Boykin, former single mom, stripper, felon, now keynote speaker, two-time author. I tell the truth about how to navigate challenging personal and professional situations. What do you do when someone is trying to throw you under the bus, or someone is actively throwing you under the bus and you heard about it? There's a couple options that you have. It's not a fun situation. When it's happening in your personal life, you probably refer to them as frenemies. When it's happening in the workplace, they're probably the colleague that's smiling in your face and whispering behind your back. I actually had it happen to me in a real concrete example. Apparently, there was an after-hours dinner sometime, and I became the topic of conversation, even with leadership present, which really didn't feel good. In that case, I decided to actively confront the person. I set up time on their calendar, and I said, hey, I've heard you've been saying XYZ. I'm wondering, what is it that you need from me so that you can feel more confident and comfortable talking about my work in an accurate way versus contributing to the rumor mill? Is there something I can do for you? Is there a way that I can support a better, more professional working relationship? Now, of course, they stuttered and stammered and deflected and said they never said that, but we know they did because one of the people at the actual dinner told me. But what happens when it's a little more insidious, when you can't actually name that how you know and you can't prove it? Many times that situation is going to be a bit more tricky. In that case, you want to redirect. You want to say something like, I heard such and such that you shared. And they'll say, I didn't say that, blah, 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 and you can't name the person. Okay, fine. You know what? I'd really like to focus more on what we can do to make sure we have the strongest and most effective professional relationship rather than what was actually said or who said it. Is that okay with you? Based on that, can we move forward in the conversation? What is it you need from me? The other thing you can do is also document if you don't want to have an actual in-person confrontation. And in that case, you're going to start documenting with that follow-up email when you have conversations with them, or you have meetings with them, or you have work that you're doing that might not be seen by your manager or potentially their manager, y'all's manager, if it's the same person, and many times it is. You may even need to copy in the skip level on the email recap you're sending. So those are two very strong options. The third option is a bit less direct than even those two things. And that would be when you are in meetings with that person, you can bring up what you've heard as a concern. Hey, Debbie, I know that you have been feeling like you have a lot on your plate lately. When we look at this project, is this distribution of tasks going to work for you? That cuts them off at the knees from them saying, oh, I'm doing so much, I'm so overburdened. Or sometimes they'll say, I've just had to pick up a lot of slack. I've just had to do an extra amount in this area that I'm not responsible for. In the next meeting, you can say, hey, I heard that there's been a lot of rework going on and that's been putting an additional strain. Is there work going on that I'm not aware of that I could help support? That way you're addressing it, but you're also setting that firm line in the sand. Say it now or don't say it at all. So 3 ways, right? You could begin documenting, you can have that one-on-one conversation with them, or you can use a group meeting to call out the behavior that you don't like. Either way, if you address it in one of those 3 ways, you'll probably feel a lot better than just stewing on it and becoming upset that they had the nerve to say that to you. Because let's face it, this is not your issue. This is their issue. And if you are worried about it day after day, night after night, and you're regurgitating that in your mind and going back over it and just getting mad, you're eating up your energy and your strategic thought when really this is their problem. So let them manage it. You stay out of it.